Good morning, everyone. Before I begin, I want you all to think about something very normal in daily life. When you open YouTube, how does it already know what video you might like next? When you type one word on Google, how does it complete your entire sentence? And when Gmail sends an email directly to spam, who told it to do that? The answer is machine learning. Machine learning is not magic. It is simply the science of teaching machines to learn from experiences, just like how humans do. Today, I'll be explaining three major types of machine learning: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. I'll explain what they are, how they work, and where we see them in real life, using simple examples so anyone can understand. What is machine learning? Traditionally, computers were very strict. We had to tell them, if this happens, then do this. If this happens, then do that. But in real life, it is not that simple. Machine learning simply changes this completely. Instead of giving strict instructions, we give machine data lots of data and allow them to learn patterns from it. Just like humans learn from experience. A child touches fire once and learns not to repeat it. A student solves more problems and improves. A driver becomes better on practice. Similarly, machines improve without being explicitly programmed every time. This is why machine learning is used for face recognition, movie recommendation, weather prediction, voice assistant, self-driving cars. In short, machine learning turns data into intelligence. Supervised learning. Let's begin the first type, supervised learning. The word supervised itself gives a clue. It means someone is guiding the learning process. In supervised learning, the machine is trained using labeled data. That means the correct output is already known. Think of it like studying with a teacher or a guide. Imagine preparing for an exam using a solved question bank. You already know the correct answers. You practice, you compare with the answer, and then you improve. A very relatable example is learning how to drive. Red signal means stop. Green signal means go. During training, the learner already knows what the correct action is. That's why supervised learning is very accurate. How supervised learning works? Let me explain supervised learning using a simple example. Imagine teaching a child to identify fruits. You show an apple and say, "This is an apple." You show a banana and say, "This is a banana." After seeing many examples with correct labels, the child starts to recognize fruits independently. This is exactly how supervised learning works. The algorithm receives input data, correct output, and the labels, and it learns the relationship between the input data and the output. That's why supervised learning is widely used in real-world applications such as medical diagnosis, symptoms mapped to the diseases, house price prediction, features mapped to the price, credit score analysis, email spam detection, image and speech recognition. Whenever answers are available during training, supervised learning is best choice. Unsupervised learning. Now let's remove the teacher completely. This brings us to the unsupervised learning. In unsupervised learning, there are no labels, no correct answers. The machine learns on its own. Imagine entering a room full of people where no one tells you who is from where. Still, you might notice groups forming naturally based on language, interest, or behavior. That's unsupervised learning. A very simple real-life example is organizing your wardrobe without instructions. You naturally group clothes based on similarity. The machine does all the same. It discovers pattern on its own. Discovering hidden patterns. Unsupervised learning is extremely powerful because it finds structures in chaos. Imagine a library where books are scattered randomly. No categories are given. An unsupervised learning algorithm can group novels together, separate textbooks, identify magazines, all without being told which category it actually exists. This type of learning is used in customer segmentation in e-commerce, fraud detection, market-based analysis, social network community detection, gene sequence analysis. Unsupervised learning helps organizing and discovering insights they didn't even know they asked it for. Reinforcement learning. Now comes the most human-like learning method, reinforcement learning. This learning method is based on actions, rewards, penalties. There are no correct answers provided. The system learns by trial and error. The model performs an action. The environment gives feedback. Based on the feedback, the model improves its behavior. This is how humans learn most of the skills in real life. When we do a good job, we are rewarded. When we do the wrong thing, the penalty is applied. So from the reward and penalty, we learn which is correct and which is wrong. Learning through experiences. Let's take a very relatable example. Training a dog. If a dog sits when commanded, it gets a treat. If it jumps, no reward. Over time, the dog learns which action gives rewards. This is exactly how reinforcement learning works. The machine tries different actions, receives reward or penalties, learns the best strategy over time. This method is used in chess and game playing AI, self-driving cars, robot navigation, power grid learning, and reinforcement learning never stops learning. It keeps improvising and gives improved experiences to us. Quick comparison. Let's quickly compare all the three types. Supervised learning. It uses labeled data, learns from known answers, and example is spam detection. Unsupervised learning. It uses unlabeled data, finds hidden patterns, and example is customer segmentation. Reinforcement learning learns from feedback, focuses on rewards, and avoids penalties. Example, game playing AI. Each method solves a different type of problem, which is why all the three are very essential for us to make our lives better. To remember this easily, supervised learning is like studying with answer keys. Unsupervised learning is like organizing without instructions, like organizing a wardrobe. And while the supervised learning is like studying from answer keys behind a textbook. Reinforcement learning is like learning through practice. The more we practice, the more we have the idea about the database, and then the next time our accuracy level is increased. Together, these three learning methods form the foundation of modern artificial intelligence. From recommendation systems to autonomous vehicles, from healthcare to finance, machine learning is transforming the world around us. And this is just the beginning.